And away we go. Trae Young to Ken Bazemore. To Trae Young. Here comes the screen. To Trae Young. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Trae Young bothered just enough there.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Allen Crabbe. To Russell. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. No good. The defender was a little too close for comfort.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Off the mark. What on earth was he thinking?
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
Hawks have it. To Trae Young. Surveys the floor. Trae Young. To Ken Bazemore. Here comes the screen. To Trae Young. Here's a chance from long range. Trae Young able to knock it down. Tough shot with the hand in his face.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Screen coming. Russell to Hollis Jefferson. Inside, he scores.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Trae Young. To Ken Bazemore. Nothing going here on that drive. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. To Russell. Shot won't go. He has to create to get a better look. Trae Young. The screen sets him up for two.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Russell. To Allen Crabbe. And hits off a killer step back.
Did you see the distance between him and the defender? You could pretty much put a department store between the two.
Prices coming down. Over to the right side. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. He missed it. To Russell. Knocked loose. Hawks have it. Trae Young. Tough make through traffic.
It's always those sneaky athletic ones. These guys get you every time. Hashtag team don't sleep.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a three-point game. To Allen Crabbe. To Faried. Able to convert inside.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Trae Young. To Kevin Huerter. Fires the three. He engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Allen Crabbe. Blocked by Collins.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
It's Atlanta ball. Shot from the lane won't go.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
And it won't be close as time expires here in the first quarter. That ends the first quarter. The Hawks with the lead. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
It's a one-point game as we get rolling once again here in the second quarter. Lin with it. Down a point. To Jeremy Lin. To Ken Bazemore. From the painted area, won't go down.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
To Ken Bazemore. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line. It's Brooklyn's ball. Russell to Allen Crabbe. To Russell. Probing the defense. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for three.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Almost, but no good.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Hawks with the basketball. Lin. Here comes the screen. To Lin. To Trae Young. Goes to the left side. To Trae Young. Not going down for him this time. Russell into the front court. His team up by 7. No good and no foul.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Lin. Almost, and he's not getting the call.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you're forcing to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
To Dinwiddie. Can't connect. Not the best shot with the defender right there.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Here comes the screen. Trae Young. To Jeremy Lin. Has a look. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
You know, as a shooter, you recognize that was good.
And the finish, slam dunk. The Hawks will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Going to launch beyond the arc, and he buries it.
Well, a couple of things. Number one, his range is as soon as he steps over the half-court line. He can shoot the ball from that far and will shoot the ball from that far, which goes to show you how confident he is. Secondly, he never seems to be squared up towards the basket. He can make shots off different angles, and he's able to take the ball and put it into pockets, whereas a defender, it makes you lunge towards it. But his quick hand speed, combined with that quick release, and his ability to shoot the ball from anywhere and everywhere on the court, makes him one of the most dynamic scorers we've seen on the collegiate level for a very long time.
To Trae Young. Fires the three, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
It's the Hawks with the basketball. Here comes the screen. 4-3. That one also no good. Deep three at the buzzer. Good. A three at the buzzer. Everything going right so far as they've extended the lead. That's the end of the period, and the Nets enjoying some breathing room.
These are the guys getting buckets for the Brooklyn Nets. The Hawks may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game.
At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely.
These are the guys getting buckets for the Atlanta Hawks.
Game track. Field goals.
The Atlanta Hawks.
Just couldn't get any of their shots to go in those first two quarters. They desperately need someone to step up and catch fire for them in the second half.
The shooting was certainly worse in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
Crabbe has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
Young.
Was unable to find his shot through the first two quarters.
Most of his misses have come from long range, so he should really consider attacking the basket for the rest of the game. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Nets have it.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball.
Russell. Nothing going here on that drive. Russell to Allen Crabbe.
I got yours.
Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's the player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Fine to shoot for Atlanta. Trying to cash in. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one. Russell with it up top. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. To Allen Crabbe. Beyond the arc for three. That's what they brought him in for. Allen Crabbe hits the three.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Here's Atlanta. Here comes the screen. Trae Young. Nice pass to set things up.
No fading on that shot, strictly up and down.
Fundamentals 101. Russell into the front court. Lead stands at 10. Russell to Allen Crabbe. To Hollis Jefferson. Has a chance. The shot almost.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
To Russell. And look out.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Here's Atlanta with the basketball. Trae Young to Ken Bazemore. Deep left corner. Trae Young down low Collins. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Russell with it up top. His team leads it by 10. Russell to Allen Crabbe. Denied at the rim.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Hawks have it. Nets have it. Inside, he scores.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Lynn with it. The deficit now up to a dozen. Lynn, and a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Now the Hawks coach gonna call a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 6.
Lynn. Shot by Lynn won't go. To Dinwiddie. From long range, buries it. It's a three.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
It's Atlanta ball. Lin to Kevin Huerter. Here comes the screen. To Lin. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Russell into the front court. His guys can get a 2-for-1 if they time this out. To Russell. To Allen Crabbe. For three, he has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
Now a three at the buzzer. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. It's been all net so far. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Hawks with the basketball. Lin takes stock of the floor. To Trae Young. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Won't go. He has to find better opportunities.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
To Dinwiddie. Baseline drive. His man was close, but he finds a way to score.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Lin to Trae Young. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Trae Young bothered just enough there.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Allen Crabbe. Down to 5 on the 24. Here's a chance from long range. He was all over him. To Jeremy Lin. And Jay, they called the foul.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Lets it fly from long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Brooklyn with the basketball.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Now a steal by Atlanta. That's the shooter's mentality. Stays with it after the miss.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
It's no good. Defender did just enough to force the tough shot.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
D'Angelo Russell, hand in his face, still hits. You don't see that very often.
D'Lo reminds me so much of Sam Cassell. He's not the fastest guy, but he gets where he wants to go anytime. The word that is key for him, potential, potential, potential. Will he be able to accomplish his potential?
Off the mark. Not a high percentage shot.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Goes to the right side. Russell to Davis. Scores from the post.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just the shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body, which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
Whistle stops play. Timeout here for Atlanta as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Trae Young. To Kevin Huerter. Fires the three. Trae Young able to knock it down. Tough shot with the hand in his face.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
To Hollis Jefferson. Able to convert inside.
That's what you like. That rip through right into the shot. That's smooth.
Have to respect all elements of his game. Just not going down.
You know, Ed, so many players think the only way they can get big money is on the offensive end, but this is a game about roles. If your role is to be a defender, get your money on that end, please.
To Hollis Jefferson. Russell. And he buries it. Jay upping the ante from beyond the arc.
Ed, as a defender, you're very reluctant to challenge the shot because if you impede his space for where he lands, that's going to be an easy foul.
Trae Young. Whoa! What a finish!
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Here we go. My ball.